Welcome everybody to the Single on Stiletto Show. I'm Suzanne Oshima and I'm a dating and relationship coach and founder of Dream Bachelor and Bachelorette and Single on Stilettos. Today we have on our show Jackie Sabrin. She's a love and dating coach at Engaged at Any Age. And I am so excited to have her here today because guess what we're talking about, ladies, today is how to get engaged at any age. What a coincidence. So before we jump into it, Jackie, I would love for you to tell the ladies a little bit about you and how you became a love and dating coach.
Oh, thank you. First of all, Suzanne, thank you for having me on the show. It's such a pleasure to be here. And hi, ladies. And so I was inspired to be a love and dating coach because of my own struggle and journey to love. I'm just like all of you listening to this. I went through, a terrible divorce. I fell down the rabbit hole and got stuck down there for 8 years. And I was tired of feeling so disempowered. I was tired of feeling sad. And I was really tired of sitting on my couch, staring out at my window, wondering when my soulmate was going to ride up on his horse and, and rescue me. And so what I realized was men don't want to really rescue women. So I got to work on me. I hired a coach. And I had such amazing results that I became very passionate about helping women because it's easier than I ever thought it was. And I just had to do the work around it. So my inspiration really came from my own journey. And then I'm happy to say that, of course, I met my soulmate, Michael, on Match. We actually lived 2 blocks from each other and never met, and then went online and met. So that's the power of the law of attraction right there. So I'm passionate about sharing all my strategies with you, and I definitely want to share with you how to get engaged at any age.
All right, so Jackie, I know you have some great tips here. So tell the ladies how they can get engaged at any age.
So it's really my strategy. It's my secret strategy that I want to share with you. And there's 4 pieces to it. So it's your vision, belief, action, and results. So it starts with your vision, and it doesn't matter, how old you are, your weight size, your waist size, all of that is irrelevant because it's all a mindset. You have to first have your vision of what you want. You have to get really clear about what you want and why you want it. Your why really cements you to your journey because sometimes it can be really challenging. So if you're not really clear why you want to be married, just as soon as the first obstacle comes, you'll abandon your dream. So when you know what you want and why you want that, really crystal clear, you can stay the course. So your vision has to be really strong. So the second piece of this strategy, the formula for success, is your belief. You have to believe that you're going to meet your soulmate with a gut level knowing. That's what faith is. Faith is believing in something that hasn't happened yet. So you have to have this belief. And, I can give you a little belief if you don't really have the belief. So you can just start saying this belief. I now have a man who loves and adores me. I now have a man who loves and adores me. And just own that belief and start to follow that belief until you have what you want. So the next piece is action. Okay, so you have your vision and you have your belief that it's going to happen, but now you have to take action. Okay, all of this knowledge that you're getting here on all these tips is useless unless you take action, unless you apply it. So you have to take all the action steps, all the dating and all of the study and all the reading and the courses you're taking. They're all going to help you to continue to move forward. And then the 4th piece is the results. When you look at your results, that will tell you how strong your vision was, how your belief was, and your action steps. Because if you have a strong vision and you have a lot of belief, you'll take a lot of action and you'll have a big result like I did. Now, if your vision isn't very clear, you won't have a very strong belief system, you won't take very much action, and you won't have any results. So you look at your life right now and look at the results you have and back up to starting over at the beginning and starting with your vision. And then anything is possible. And this really is a formula for success, how to be successful in life. You've got to have your vision, your belief, take a lot of action, and you will have results. I mean, if you never give up, you will absolutely get engaged at any age. You just have to believe it's possible.
Oh my God, I love what you said, Jackie, because it's like this 4-pronged approach. And I will tell you, and this actually comes from, like, when you were saying this, I was thinking about my clients that have had that clear vision, that, really thought about it and had the belief system, and then they took action. And it's so true because they're the ones that got engaged and then ended up getting married because they were so clear on it. And it's funny when I first talked to them and they're like, no, I know this is going to happen. It was always them that always got engaged the fastest.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I knew there was no way I was going to stop until I got what I wanted. You have to be like a dog with a bone, ladies. You have to go after what you want. And what happens, the older we get, we stop to taking risks in life. And that's the thing. We have to step out of our comfort zone and take more risks so that we can live a bigger life. And that's the biggest message I can give for all the ladies watching. Take more risks. Step out of your comfort zone. And that's where all the magic is. That's where your husband is. He's in the unknown. You've got to step out of your knowns, your current known zone in order to connect with him.
Exactly. I can't agree with you more. And I just have to add one last piece because something popped into my head right when you were just saying all of that. And, the last part about you saying taking action is I just have to emphasize it so much because I can't tell you how many times I talk to a woman and she's like, well, I watch all the summits online, I watch all your videos, or I listen to podcasts of not only myself, but all these other dating experts out there. And I'm like, that's great, but are you taking action? And it's like, you can listen to all those things, but you got to start taking action, right?
That's right. The intellectual knowledge is useless unless you apply it, and that's where you get the empowerment. That's the application of all the knowledge that you're gathering. That's the empowerment piece. You really have to empower yourself with just this talk that we're having, these tips that you're getting from Suzanne's amazing show.
Oh, well, I love these tips. And so, ladies, if you follow Jackie's plan, you can get engaged at any age. So, Jackie, I know you have a free gift for the ladies. So, can you tell them about it?
Yes, I'm really excited to share my soulmate assessment. Ladies, this is just a short quiz that's going to tell you what vibrational frequency you're vibrating at and how close you are to attracting your soulmate. So we're usually vibrating at 3 frequencies. A masculine energy would be the leader frequency. Then we have a giver frequency that's kind of over-giving. And then we have a feeler frequency that's maybe you feel so much that maybe you feel that everything just happens to you and you're in victim mode. So you want to quickly take the assessment and you'll get your result, and they'll tell you which frequency you're vibrating at and give you a feminine exercise that you can shift further into alignment so you can fast track your ability to manifest your soulmate.
Awesome. Well, ladies, if you'd like Jackie's free gift, just click on the link below the video. And if you're listening to the podcast, go to singleandstilettos.com and you can find Jackie's interview and get her free gift. Thanks, everybody, for joining us on the Single and Stiletto Show. Our show is available both in video format and podcast format. If you like to view the videos, you can go to singleandstilettos.com. And if you'd like to get the podcast, you can download it from iTunes. And if you'd like to get our free ebook on why men disappear without a trace, you can click right here on the video, or you can go to singleandstilettos.com.